James Plays Game.
That's me!
Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Tony Hawk's Underground 2. We are going to be finishing up Atlanta today. We only have 4 more gaps to get on our gap list. So this is going to be pretty straightforward with doing our goals. And hopefully everything will go nice and smooth here. Let's go ahead and switch over to Rodney Mullen and unlock his goals. Now, I like Rodney Mullen just as much as I like Bob Burnquist. And the reason why I chose him for this section is there is a Flatland-based mission, and you can do that with anybody. But I figure when it comes to Flatland, it should be Rodney. It's only right. Got ourselves another dance sucker in this level, because that's always fun. We're going to do that one first and get that out of the way here. And there's the Flatland challenge I was talking about. And then Ryan's smoke spot. All right. Head on over here. And just like in Boston, got to do the tricks to the beat. I think it's still 10. Just trying to get fancy and get up there. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but there we are. Doesn't take too long, not too difficult. Anyway, wanted to get up here so that we could use this little kicker to launch ourselves over to this, what I think is supposed to be a morning news show advertisement. And spray paint that. Rodney went to the same graffiti art school that Bob Burnquist did, apparently. Let's just go ahead and plop down here and do our Flatland challenge. You need to get, I believe it's 100,000 points in this area by only doing Flatland tricks. That means no jumping and doing a flip trick. You can jump, but you just can't do any non-Flatland tricks. Just for the sake of safety here. Do a little focus action. We're looking for about 10,000 points times 10. That's pretty much how math works, everybody. And we got this. We definitely got it. We overshot by 45,000 points. Just about. You know, I criticized focus mode for not really serving much of a purpose, in that most of the stuff could be done in this game with relative ease without needing to resort to it. But you've seen me use it quite a bit, and I do feel that it does have merit. I have no idea how that gap registered that way, but yeah, you know, it just gives me more of a chance to think and do stuff at the same time, talk and play the game at the same time. And I'm very thankful for it, for that team challenge over there by the gazebo. I think that these exclusive levels take focus mode into account a bit more than the base game. So you get a little more use out of it here. Anyway, I'm trying to think what my next goal is going to be. Yeah, okay. Sign grind, that's why we are hanging out over here. Speaking of trying to be able to think and talk and play at the same time, it's hard. Go back to the news center sign, and we want to grind the top of the sign. And it says 1 out of 2 gaps, and then it also says landed. I think it's a little glitchy, because that's all you need to do is just grind the sign and get off of it. But anyway, head on over to the fountain, and we have ourselves a little combo to do by grinding and jumping from planter to planter to the fountain, all the way around the fountain, and finishing jumping and grinding from planter to planter. And you have to start it on this right side here. It won't register if you start on the left. I'm going to start on the inside of the planters instead of the outside, because I think that's a little bit easier for me. Pull off. Once again, focus mode. There we are. Still counts. Just that last turn. You know, you're going around pretty fast, and you got this quick little curb, and you just got to jump at the right time so that you can get the air and land on the planter. But got off my board, used that run timer to keep the combo going, and everything worked out just fine. Gonna head over to the plaza, and we are gonna start another goal very similar to that one, where we just need to keep a combo going, hitting the spots that they want us to hit. And we start off on this planter here. Go ahead into focus mode just to do one more thing here. Okay, totally not at all what I wanted to do. We are just fiddling around here, so don't mind me. Okay, screw it. Just screw it. We'll finish this, and then we'll go for that gap that I was trying to pull off and failing to. Alright, beautiful. So you just gotta hit the points, going all the way around. Tony wants us to leave, but no. No, I leave when we're ready, Tony. I'm not ready. There's a gap here. And you need to grind this ledge that's against the grass and clear the statue and land on the other side for legalized skateboarding. And it should not have been as difficult as I made it out to be. But yeah, if you grind this side of the ledge, it will not register. Shouldn't have been that difficult, but here we are. It's the name of the game. Something will always screw me over when I really, really don't want it to. Got ourselves a power line that comes off of this rooftop here. And we're just going to use that to follow the path back to the education center. And this will actually bring us to the top where there's a quarter pipe. And we can do a lip trick for Ryan's smoke spot. And we just got to hold that for a bunch of seconds. Again, I'm using the focus mode because it's here. And it gives me an opportunity to just kind of slow down and appreciate. Again, make sure that everything goes nice and smooth. So we landed here in the courtyard because our next goal is right here. Security sees it. Got to do a 200,000 point combo. We do have a few special tricks that we can go ahead and do. We can start off by doing the Primo Spin. Something that maybe I should have done in the Flatland Challenge. Okay, I'm having some trouble here switching out of the Primo Spin. There we go. And this should not be too hard now that we've got things going. We do have access to the board fan. And one more trick, I think. Yeah, one more trick I'm going to try to pull off here. The half cab underflip And we've got more than enough points. Alright. Time to go see DJ Tray Flip. And he is also the third piece of the puzzle that is the team challenge. We didn't have to do it with Rodney, but we will finish it up with Tray Flip here. Got Slab Skillz, clean the triple set. Nail those whack DJs, and I hate that one. I hate it a lot. And the DJ has lost his way. We got to find pieces of DJ equipment that are now scattered around the level. We could go out this way, but I'm trying to avoid some people. So let's try coming out this way. See if we can see anybody. Alright, no sign of... Might be too far, or they've loaded up in another spot. But those whack DJs are scattered around the level, and when you get close to them, they start to run. So I would prefer not to trigger them just yet until I'm in a position to do something about them. Now we are going to edit our tricks and add the kickflip underflip, because we have to use the kickflip underflip in order to do this next mission. Why they keep giving us missions where we don't have the tricks available, I don't know. We'll take a look at our goals here, and we need to do a 180 kickflip underflip down this triple set of stairs and land clean. Landing clean means when you do a spin, you land very straight. So I'm going to just take a moment here. There we are. That's not too bad. The hardest part is just making sure you land nice and straight. So that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and head out over here, trying to avoid where the DJs potentially spawn. We'll head over this way. I think there is going to be one over here, but I think he's a little further down. I don't know if I'm going to trigger him or not by getting this piece of equipment. Okay, nice and safe. We have a second piece of equipment right there. Just wrap around. Get that. Doesn't matter if you bail. We do have one way off over here. Might be able to see it off in the distance. We'll save that one, because there's a DJ hanging out there. Let's try for this this here team challenge and finish that off, okay? Now remember, he's the big one. He's got to do a bunch of these. And I'm totally messing up big time here. Let's start over. There we are. Just keep this going for a few more. Got to the outside, so do a little course correcting here. Get back to the inside. And part of his team challenge, or part of the team challenge. His part of the team challenge is done. Why did it not give me the team challenge? I definitely did it with everybody. I will have to do it with everybody again. That's... yay. Alright, we'll get back to that in a second. I'm gonna head on down this path here. The other DJ that I was trying to avoid is over here by the Federal Building. They have a pretty good range for when they see you and start running. So let's go ahead and get our records. And we're going to use these to throw at the DJs. Now, you may have seen that there is quite a generous lock-on with throwing stuff. So when somebody's just standing right there and you throw something, you will target them and hit them without too much difficulty, which is fine when they are just standing there. When they are running around, you are basically throwing at their last known location. And all the problems that come with it. There we are. You might say, well, try to hit them when they're not running. You can't. It says DJ within striking range, which then gives you the chance to hit them. And when you're in striking range, well, they're in running range. So that sucks. And it sucks. And it sucks. Our next one is up here on the roof, so he doesn't have many places to go. As you see, they do fight back, and that does give you a little bit of an opportunity. If you let them shove you, they kind of stand there for a bit and gloat or something, so utilize that if need be. Get ourselves another piece of equipment, and we are going to just follow the rooftops again and head on over to the other side by the mural. There's yet another piece right here. 4 out of 5. We already pointed out where the 5th piece is, so we'll get that in a second. I'm going to try to drop down here and get this guy. There we are. If you get them kind of running straight away from you or towards you, that works out best for throwing stuff, but the last moment there, my guy, possibly I was just hitting the button when I shouldn't have been. He was turning and throwing in a direction that he should not have been turning and throwing in. Where is... Where is... Huh. This isn't right, I don't think. There's supposed to be somebody over here in this flatland area. There he is. Okay. Got a little confused. I feel like they spawn in slightly different areas sometimes. Finally. Alright, that ramps out, so that's not going to work for getting that. What we're going to do is we're just going to try to smack this DJ here. And despite more than a few of those looking like they should have hit, that took a while. So there, DJs are done. Just going to get rid of these last few records. And we are going to grind this wire that we did the high wire gap on. And then we're just going to jump to get on the other wire. And that'll take us to our last piece of equipment. And we are right here in front of the slab that we have to do our slab skills on. So what we need to do is we need to go into focus mode, do a kickflip and land on the slab with a nose manual specifically. So down up as opposed to up down. And then you finish with a heel flip by getting off the slab. Not too difficult at all, just you kind of got to remember your lefts and your rights and what does what. So there we go. That takes care of all the goals, or at least it should have. Now I have to figure out why I didn't get the team challenge. You all saw it. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, here's what I think happened. But first off, let's say goodbye to Tony. Go away. I think, since I did not switch over to DJ Tray Flip until fairly recently and unlock his goals, it wasn't registering the other skaters doing their part in the team challenge. Which does not make sense, because I've totally done the team challenges up to this point by doing exactly what I did here, but I think it just reset everything once I switched over to him and unlocked his goal list. So I had to do it over with the Southern Belle and with the Robo Wizard. Alright, just keep that in mind for your own playthrough of this game, which I'm sure everybody is doing at home with me, right? This is a tutorial. This is like Bob Ross. You paint along with the artist. But that takes care of that. We did all the goals, and we did all but 2 gaps. That's right. You might have been keeping track of that. I said we had 4 left to do. I only did 2 of them. Because these last 2, we are going to switch over to Free Skate for. So I'll see you in a moment. So here we are. We are back on top of the Shirts and More. And the reason we went to Free Skate is because you can set a custom restart point. Only in Free Skate in this game, for some reason. So now when we eventually fail, instead of having to run all the way back around and getting back on top of this roof, we have a nice handy-dandy restart point to work from. Okay? Okay. The 2 gaps that we have left to do suck very much. We have Skate Everything and the High and Mighty. And what we need to do is we need to do a spine transfer down into the courtyard. And then we need to launch ourselves back out of the courtyard at an angle so that we can do 2 spine transfers out of the courtyard down the ramps of the American Education Center. The first one is going to be that high quarter pipe where Ryan's smoke spot was. And the second one is going to be down here on the lower quarter pipes. And it's very, very difficult to do, partly because you are coming down from such a great height. Get out of here. And you are then moving at a very high speed. And being able to turn and get the right part of the ramp is very difficult to do. Especially with the doorway here breaking up the ramp on the side you need to go out of the courtyard with. So it will take me many, many, many tries to do this. And that's why we save them for last. Okay, first one is finally done. We got the High and Mighty. That wasn't necessarily what I was aiming for. That just happened to be what we got. So now we have to get Skate Everything. Okay, that finally freaking worked. Yeah. Did I mention that this sucks? So I do not know exactly where point A is, meaning where exactly you need to launch from, where it will register when you actually land out here. More than a few times, I did get spine transfers or hip transfers that landed me up top here or down on the sides, and the gaps wouldn't register. So it's a real pain in the ass to do. How much of a pain in the ass, you might be asking? Well, keep in mind, we did Southern Style once when we got the gap for the first time, and then we got it a second time by getting the High and Mighty gap. So a third time for the Skate Everything would mean we would have gotten it 3 times on a perfect run. Oh, that's dice grind, yo. 97. 97, everybody. And a couple extra High and Mighties for good measure there. But yeah, Real pain in the ass. It's entirely possible that I am doing something very wrong, and it shouldn't be that hard. If anybody has any input on how the hell you make that consistently and make it easily, feel free to let me know. But as far as I've been able to figure out with my own attempts at this, 97 of them on this recording alone, I guess maybe that's not fair. Probably more than... I say 97, but we would have canceled 3 of those out. But then we have to factor in the times where I didn't even get the Southern style Spy and Transfer get because things... Nothing likes to cooperate here. Anyway, yeah, just go ahead and let me know if there's a better way to do that. So with that done, finally, all gaps done, all goals done, we can say goodbye to Atlanta. I'm going to go switch back to story mode, and we will talk to Tony Hawk and get that outro cutscene, which will lead us into Barcelona. And then, for the start of Barcelona, we will show the ending cutscene for Boston, which also leads us into Barcelona. All roads lead to Barcelona is the saying, after all. So, yeah. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Halt! Send in backup!
Well, I think it's pretty clear who won that round. Oh man, we sure saved your asses.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what time it is. Let's see that wheel, fat boy.
Cut one loose.
Ouch. That means one of us is going home.
Oh, crap. They've set Bob's bail at $20,000.
Well, that takes care of that. So, you losers got to pick our last destination. I say this time we're off to Spain.